So this comes from comic book. As we remember from, you might not actually remember if you didn't see the Marvels, but in an after credit scene, we saw the return of Beast. Beast played by Kelsey Grammer, who reprised his role in a very quick scene, but it really had some more implications coming. In this thing with comic book, it says this. Most recently, Hugh Jackman returned for Deadpool and Wolverine. We also saw Sir Patrick Stewart as Professor Charles Xavier and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Kelsey Grammer as Beast in Marvel's post-credit scene. In the stinger, Monica Rambeau wakes up in a medical lab after getting trapped in an alternate reality following her battle with Darben to find her late mother Maria by her side. Rambeau is overcome with joy, but Maria, who is actually the world's binary, has no idea who she is. As Monica's confusion grows, a familiar voice asks, "How's our patient?" And a comic-accurate, fully CGI take on Hank McCoy, aka Beast, enters the room. Grammer has previously said that he hadn't heard anything about potentially returning as Beast, but now confirms that he has had some conversations, though he couldn't go into much detail. There's nothing I could talk about. What I do know is that there was a huge sort of outburst when I showed up at the end of the Marvel. I guess it was. The response was really almost it was unexpected. There'd be some response, but it was pretty overwhelming, and so there are some conversations. I mean, so right, you hear that, they've had conversations, he's returning, right? The first thing you think of when you hear this conversations and he's already returned for a post-credit scene, I mean, he's returning, right? There would really be no reason to have that post-credit scene with that specific actor playing Beast if he wasn't going to return in the future. So, I kind of feel like it's almost implied that he'll be back, but it's good to have some confirmation from him that he's had conversations about returning. I think this is a good idea with Hugh Jackman being back, with, like they said before, Hugh Jackman, Professor X, and I would love to see people like James Marsden, Holly Berry, and so on come back for their roles. Just maybe for Secret Wars, maybe for Doomsday, kind of, maybe even Avengers versus X-Men project. I would love to see something like that. But he has had talks. I think they probably went well because there was a lot of happiness and a lot of people were excited. Most people saw the Marvels just because they heard that the after credit scene was shocking and amazing. Let me know if you would want to see this.